Hey, how are you doing? You know we are always making a statement, right? And you know that we are getting better. We are improving ourselves. We are always aiming higher and higher. And we are never giving up, right? Because there's greatness in you. And in order for you to tap into that full greatness, you have to start getting up. You have to start moving and you can't look back. Are you with me? Are you with me? Let's go. See you shortly, guys. Welcome again, guys. You know I'm always happy to have you here, and as always, I am truly humbled to having you here, sharing with me. Keep building, keep grinding, keep growing. You keep commenting because those things are always beneficial to me. And as much as I share content here, I am also learning and growing. Believe that. But I want us to look on a topic today, and that topic has to do with silencing the noise. What noise are you talking about? When we look at the word noise, it deals with sounds, multiple sounds and activities that are going on normally at a very high frequency or low frequency, but a lot that is going on that it's very distracting. It's not pleasant. It is not welcoming. It's loud, and a lot that is going on. So what noise am I talking about? I am talking about the different things that would want to distract us, the different things that would want to derail and pull us here, pull us there, and you find yourself doing all manner of things. You're doing so many things, and then you have convinced yourself to believe that, hey, I'm multitasking, I'm doing a lot, I'm getting a lot done. Come on, look at me, woohoo, yeah. But the truth is, you're burning yourself out. And that, as I said before, I read a book once that spoke about the one thing, being great at that one thing. And before you taking on additional thing or two, sometimes I have seen many persons around me, just saying that, listen, I'm active doing this, I'm getting this, I'm sorting this out, I'm on top of that. And when you really, zoom in a little closer, you're realizing that there are many things that are undone. There are many things that aren't completed properly because you started that and you have not gotten the chance to really, attend to one thing, perfectly enough, look at it, dissect it, even revisit it, because there's always things to learn even for that one thing. So the noise, the distractions that are around us, the many social medias, the family lives that we have, the demand of the job or jobs that we have, right? And you're speaking about even learning about yourself, because we are constantly changing, we are constantly improving. You're never going to be that same person that you are last year, right? There's always something that is going to be happening each year, each time, for you to adjust and also become differently. So you might think about or do differently. You can't necessarily revert to that old path, because you are now in a different direction, going on in a different direction. So ultimately, you know what you want to achieve. You know what you are about. And even if you are, a bit conflicted and you're not sure, it is always best for you to take a breather. Go before the Lord if you're a person that believes in God. And as I've always said this, I have always said this, make note as to what it is that you need to get done. You're going to make a notation daily, and you're going to keep yourself accountable, right? Of course, you're giving, leeway, you're giving room for, a little here and there, but you want to stick to those points. You can write it out like bullet points, right? So you can always check yourself as you go. But in the interim of all of that, you're going to get different things that are coming at you. You're going to be, be tempted to be pulled here and to be pulled there. But then you have to take stock as to where you are currently, what you're about, whether in the day or throughout your life, and see where you really want to be at the end of the month, at the end of 3 months, at the end of 6 months, at the end of the year, and so on. And by you taking those measures, taking those notes, and assessing yourself, you are able to blot out a lot of the noise that is constantly going on, right? The things that wants to really, weigh you down, pressure you down, right? The bills are there, right? For some of you who are in debt, right? You're talking about you're conflicted because you're not too sure as to what type of business you want to do, if you should take on another job, right? There's so many demands, right? But what are you doing about it? Because if you allow the noise that is there to come at you and to rest within your position, you are not going to fully tap into the ability that you have within you. You first have to understand that there are noise around you, and then you need to start to pinpoint how it is that you are going to correct those noise. You don't want to take them on, accept them, and add to it. And you have to always be searching and wanting a solution to the problem that you have, whatever problem it is. So if you're a person that is easily lured into the noise, if you're a person that is easily led astray into being distracted, and by a month's time, by 2 months' time, you're wondering, oh my God, didn't I just started something, but I don't have the energy, I don't have the vibe, it's not working out. They know what they're doing, they are successful, and you find all sorts of excuses. Why? Because you're not spending the time to realize that there are noise that are at play, and you need to start to remove them out of your way and have a plan and stick to that plan with consistency. Consistency is what is key, as I said before, right? Creating the right habits. You have to now remove, cut. You have to look at what it is that is constantly, playing at you, causing you to be, feeling as if you are not as fulfilled as possible, you're not as productive as possible. Sometimes when you listen to some persons and you're observing even a video or two, or you see that motivational speech that is taking place, you're saying, man, I know I can do just as good, or I can do better, right? And you see yourself doing these things, or even if you don't see yourself doing these things, right, you're good at listening, you're good at, making notes, you're always making the notes, you're always making the plans, you're always writing up, marking up, analyzing, but there's a time for everything. So you can't get up every day and you're analyzing and you're making notes. You have to understand that getting your feet wet is always the thing and the path you want to take, because that's how you're going to improve. That's how you're going to understand what went wrong. That's live facts within you, so that you can share with others, because you have experienced it, right? So you are able to say, listen, that's a noise, and that's definitely a noise. Why? Because you have been there enough. You have overcome these challenges, and you are easily able to pick up on the noise very quickly. And the moment you picked up on the noise, you are able to stamp it out. You're able to make a corrective move, right? So I always want to say to my fellow friends, always think about the solution. The noise will never stop. The noise is always going to be there. Friends want to pull you to parties. You're talking about persons discouraging you, whether it's friends or family, right? Discouraging you not to make that book, not to do that video, not to start that business, not to step out by faith and taking a chance on yourself, not going back to school. All of these things, those are the noise, right? You are hearing all the different things that are happening in society. The fact that persons are affected, and it seems as if, oh my God, all the working, all the monies, all that is taking place, it is not applying any much solution to persons' needs, right? You see where persons are even trying to make ends meet. Some persons are even trying to find food, right? Because all of these things are considered noise that are happening. They are real things, and they are things that affect us and can ultimately dampen us and destroy us. Do you want to be a solution to the noise that is taking place? Or do you want to be an additive to that noise or to those noise? There is a saying that says, empty barrels make the most noise. Just think about that for a minute or two. If you have nothing to add that is going to be of value, then you need to hold your tongue. If you have nothing to add as value, then you need to start to do some soul searching and ask the Creator what it is that I should be doing. Because if you are not walking within your purpose, it feels as if you're just being pulled. You're not sure where you're going, and ultimately like you're around in a circle. 2021 passed. Where am I going? 2022, oh my God. 2023, right? So you have to take step as to what is happening, where it is you're going, and what are the steps you are taking to get there. I'm going to give you another phrase. Rome was not built in a day. Simply means things take time, and time is relative. Time can mean a week, can mean a year, can mean 10 years, and so on. That means as long as you have put in the work and you have dealt with the noise, you are going to see success. You are going to see the blessing. You are going to receive the reward. And the reward comes in so many different ways. Sometimes you would have persons calling you, texting you. You meet them on the road, in the supermarket, wherever. And they're saying, man, don't I know you? From where? Somewhere, somehow you added some value to their lives. And you realize it's because in that moment you had blocked out the noise and you were paying attention to what matters. What matters, guys? Noise or what is before you? Everyone is waiting to be blessed. Everyone is waiting to be reached. Everyone has a need that needs to be fulfilled. But where do you find yourself in that spectrum to assist and to be the chain breaker and ultimately adding value?